obviously, even if I get these two, that's not going to be the end of my transfer dealings. I'm going to need to sign more players. Problem is, like, the team, if it lacks anything right now, it's pace going forward. I know I've bought Rooney, who isn't the fastest, and same with Tevez. I want to get one really pacey player who can help break the counter attack and set those two up. Play just behind them in the cam position. So, right, I'm going to stall on Tevez because I'm not sure where that'll leave me financially, but it's more than likely that I'm going to accept that. Alright, because over 11 million. I offered Quagliarella in the Rooney deal, didn't I? Yeah, so I'm going to ask for a ludicrous offer. I'm going to ask for 20 million. It's very unlikely they'll accept that, but if they do, they can have him, and I'll work out another way to get Rooney because he is not worth 20 million. So we'll see how that one goes. If Arsenal are foolish enough to accept it. Then again, Arsenal are very tight with money, so it's unlikely. Yeah, obviously he's accepted that, but I'm going to stall to see what Arsenal do without their transfer offer. Oh no, I don't want to reject it. Stall. I'll just see whether they accept or reject that. Right, but they're willing to offer 17. That's crazy money for him. I think I might have to accept that. Being serious, because come on, he's not worth 17.5 million unless I am seriously underrating him. I think I have to accept that. I think I don't have a choice. I'm accepting. I'm gonna have to work out another way to get Rooney. No, I'm going to reject that because I think he has a good potential. He's only 25 and he's rated 81, so I can get something out of Caceres, if I've said that right. Bonucci, again, he's only 25. I don't want to sell him. But yeah, I'm really surprised Arsenal are offering that much. I'll go ahead and accept the Tevez one here because I certainly don't need. Who was it even offered again with Tevez? I can't even. Bentner. I certainly don't need Bentner, so I'll go ahead with that one. I'm going to probably have to reject that, aren't I? I want to make sure that the deal goes through. Transfers, my talks can always break down over personal terms, so I'll wait till that one's definitely happening. Then I'll reject the Rooney one and try and go for him again. But I've got Tevez anyway, so that's a start. Right. So we'll go ahead and add Tevez to our squad. Easily an improvement on Anelka, as much as I love the guy. He'd be an impact sub. There we go. Yeah, it looks a lot nicer with an 86 rated striker. There's no way I'm selling Chiellini. Not a chance. He's my best defender. There's no way I'm selling Chiellini. Not for any price. Not at the minute anyway. There's no point picking Juventus to play if I'm going to sell my best players. That's just stupid. I want to keep the spine of the team at the very least. I don't want the team to be unfamiliar to anybody that supports Juventus. Vukanic, right. I'm going to have to consider that again because he's only 83 rated and he's 28. I think I'm getting more money than he's worth. I'm going to do the same thing I did with Quagliarella. I'm going to ask for stupid money and hope to God they're foolish enough to pay it. He's certainly not worth more than Tevez, and I got Tevez for 17, so if they pay that, fair play to them. That's been finalised. I'm delighted with that. The board's only giving me 15 million though. Forgot about that they take a wee bit of the money for themselves. Another thing we'll do, I'm going to check my budget. I don't need that much. I think I can up that a little bit. I don't really expect to be paying massive wages for all my players, so yeah, keep it at there for now. It's only really Rooney that'll command a massive wage in terms of the players that I'm looking to buy from here on, so I think I might be able to even lower Rooney's wage a little bit for now anyway. That's if I get him. Well, they're obviously sticking to their guns. They don't want to go past 12 million. I think I asked for 20, didn't I? But they're saying there I can get 14, so I'm going to actually ask for 15. Try and get halfway. I'm not going any lower than 15. I'm not selling him because he'd be a useful squad player. So I don't need to sell him. But obviously for 15 million I will. Because that's more than he's worth. Right, they're adamant that he's only worth 12 million. I don't want to sell him for 12. Well, no, I don't really think. No, 12 million's not enough. 12 million doesn't help McGree, so I'll just hold on to him. In terms of the money right now, I have 25 million, so I'm gonna go back for Rooney. Oh right, I thought they're still waiting on me to confirm that one, and I don't think. Yeah, I have to wait. Well, they're saying. Yeah, I know that. Does that mean I can't go for Rooney now? Like a fresh bid? I planned on just going for a fresh bid, but I don't think I can do that anymore, can I? That's disappointing. I really wanted Rooney. I'll wait that one out. I'll wait maybe a week or two and see if anything happens. I'll just move on to my other targets then. I'm not too bothered. Right, in terms of... Right, I said I needed a quick player with pace so I can, do damage on the counter. So, obviously a winger slash centre attacking midfielder's what I'm looking for. The age would be about max 25. You don't really get great wingers or attacking midfielders that are over that. The only real exceptions, sort of Bayern Munich with Ribery and Robin, and I don't think I'll be buying those two. So yeah, we'll try right mid first. Di Maria wouldn't be the worst buy, but he's very left-footed. That's my only thing with Di Maria, and he would cost a lot of money to get him away from Madrid, so Nani wouldn't be a bad buy actually, instead of Rooney from United. Wouldn't be the worst buy, but again, well, it's not too bad. See, I want good prices, and Nani's actually I'd prefer Sanchez actually to Nani. Yeah, and I don't think Sanchez starts for Barcelona, does he? So yeah, the deal looks like it could happen. So I'm going to submit that offer and see if I can get him for 13.5. Then again, I suppose Nani doesn't really start for United at the minute either, so I might have the same scenario with him. No, he's one of the best in his position. I don't want to offer that much. Alright, that seems to be the height of what I can go for at right midfield. Let's take a wee look at left midfield now. There's one really young player. I know I said I wouldn't go for young players, but there is one exception that I do want to look at the very least. And Arda Turan is on my list. In fact, I thought he was Cam, but he's not the young player I'm talking about, obviously. But I want to add him to my shortlist because You can see there he's quality player, playmaker. So he wouldn't be a bad move. Williams, another one. That I think he's just moved in January though. That's the only thing with him, or not. I know he's just moved in January, but for some reason I'm able to buy him. What's his skills though? If I can even check that. Oh, he's in the 4-star skills. I thought he had the 5-star skills. Anyway, doesn't matter. There he is there. Julian Draxler is the exception when I said I didn't want to go too young, because I think I can get him very cheap if I offer somebody else. The player that I'm going to actually offer is Simeon Pepe. As you can see there, he's 28. He's entering the last really great stage of his career for a winger, so I'm not really going to need him. And he's the same rating as Draxler, and he's 10 years older. So if I can get just added 4 million, that's a really good buy. And a great swap. Right, so yeah, I'll let that happen. So I have 2 bids waiting on Draxler and Sanchez. I think if I get Sanchez, he'll be a good buy, especially in Serie A. I know what he did for Udinese before he went to Barcelona. He was Serie A Player of the Year, so maybe he should have stayed there. The league seems to suit him. Right, Barcelona have accepted. I'm absolutely delighted. Sanchez at 13 million. That is a steal, an absolute steal. So I'm going for that, and I'm going to make him a crucial first team player because he is quality. At the end of the day, 13 million is an absolute steal for someone of his quality. Alright, they're not interested at all. They're not interested in the player that I've offered, so if I can change the player and get it to a player that they are interested in, maybe an Alka. I'll try an Alka. As much as I love the guy, maybe he has a bit more appeal than Pepe does. The squad, I'm more likely to get it done with him. I can fully understand that. Pepe, not many people know of Pepe really, so they'll be thinking, why do we need Pepe in the squad when we've got Draxler? So it's not really an upgrade, is he? Alright, we've got a friendly. I'm just gonna sim I'm not gonna play the friendlies, lads. There's no real point in playing the friendlies. There's nothing to achieve through it. I'll win most of them anyway because I'm Juventus. My point exactly, 4-0. Tevez scoring 2 on his, well, not his official debut, but scored 2 goals nonetheless. I'm pleased with that. Fans rejoice as Lad is triumphant in first friendly. Really should have thought that name through more.